Welcome back, and hello if you're new. One of the biggest revelations in 2018 came in the form of the Fever 333, led by the trio of Jason Butler, Stephen Harrison and Eric Improta. The trio dropped a statement of intent that was their EP Made in America. Fiercely energetic with a fantastic socio-political message of unity, the Fever are about to kick the doors in of 2019 once more with their brand new album, Strength in Numbers.
To build it up again, lights go out in the town we're living in.
Kicking the record off, the intro track of ... immediately immersing us into the radical world of the Fever 333 and establishes their ethos within a minute of being played. Uncompromising and antagonistic, and a perfect introduction to Burn It, a track whose grooves are as big and reminiscent as the likes of Rage Against the Machine's self-titled record, with this fantastic industrial edge. The level of groove on this album is absolutely next level, and particularly on One of Us, there's this massive bounce that the band have put together, but it's always kind of moving forward towards this chorus, which showcases just how versatile Butler's vocals can actually be. The Innocent also opens up with an absolutely huge riff that sounds like it came straight out of Limp Bizkit, and I mean that in the best way possible, and leads up to, again, another massive chorus. Eric Improta's drumming is absolutely fantastic on the record as well, and there is a sense of this kind of traditional punk style drumming, but because the drum is so in the pocket and so tight, there's also a real sense of hip-hop kind of beats. You've got to be so tight to be able to maintain that level of accuracy throughout the song. Not to mention those insane fills which fit every time right in the pocket. There are a lot of hip-hop and industrial elements on this record, and particularly I think that the drummer Improta absolutely outdoes himself, especially on that song Animal. However, throughout the album there are these small interludes which are split at the end of certain songs. They first appear on the track Pray For Me, followed by Inglewood, and then finally Out of Control. And each of these sections kind of create almost like a running theme of what the Fever 333 stands for. So it's a cool little Easter egg, but the reason I'm talking about it is because I feel like these are some of the most hip-hop oriented and particularly rap oriented sections of the album. And this is where you can hear just how much versatility Improta has and how much as a rhythmic force he drives the band forward. And although Jason's vocals may be the overall focus of the chorus, when you actually take things back and you look at how many different elements are embellishing this chorus, there is so much going on. First off, you've got the actual rhythm track itself, then you've got the kind of sound bites that they bring in, and finally you have these lead sections which sort of work with but also against Butler's vocals. And particularly on Pray For Me, where all these dynamics come together to create such a colourful sound. And given the fact that the band have already experimented with hip-hop, hardcore, punk and industrial, they're not quite content, and on Am I Here they begin experimenting with the idea of strings and orchestration. And again, it doesn't sound like it's been ham-fisted and, you know, just put in there for the sake of it, but actually adds a real sense of emotion to the track and makes it stand out for all the right reasons. The Fever 333 offer a political slant, but with a sense of community, making the experience not only personal, but relatable, particularly in the case of Jason Butler, where the track Inglewood brings Butler's own experience into the foray. It's an incredibly poignant look into the world of the Fever 333, but most importantly, a look into the world that we are not being shown. However, throughout the listens, the Fever 333's enthusiasm is absolutely contagious. This sense of energy that they have in the live setting is bottled perfectly on this album. The only track for me that was somewhat lacking was Out of Control. I felt like it didn't quite fit in with the album. It is redeemed somewhat later on, but it just didn't quite gel in the way that every single other track did. But on Coup d'Etat, the band end on this rousing final section where the lyrics mention letting you know this is like nothing you've seen before, with yet another rousing speech, and it's a powerful message to end the album on. The Fever 333 combine both the musicality and the ethos of what hip-hop and punk stand for without creating a sense of a divide. The Fever 333 represent ideas of civil unrest, of change, of revolution, ideas of togetherness, of equality, of respect throughout the entire world, regardless of race, age, sexuality, or gender, showing that there really is strength in numbers. And for that reason, I'm going to give the record a 4 out of 5. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did, hit that like and subscribe button. Also make sure to turn that little notification bell on so you can see when I upload. I've got plenty of interviews, album reviews, all sorts of stuff that you can check out. Please feel free to leave a comment, and I'll see you guys next week for another album review. Alright, take care.